Howdy ho, guys and gals, and welcome back to Den of Tools. Today is Monday, May 19th, which means it's time for, say it with me, Tales of the Week! All right, we got a ton of hot deals. Let's jump into it. First off, we got Bosch 12 volt. You know I'm a huge fan of the Bosch 12 volt line. This is a great deal right here. You're getting the drill driver, the one-hand recip, 2 batteries, the charger, the bag for $169. Oh yeah, they're throwing in a light there as well. That's 15% off. Bosch has a huge line of 12 volt tools. Honestly, more stuff than you normally see. You'd have to go to Bosch's website to really see all the 12 volt lines. They actually have an extensive lineup of them. All right, let's keep going. We got this one. This is another one of these TikTok tools we see all the time. I'm telling you, don't buy from TikTok shops. I've yet to see one where the price is actually not more expensive than I can go to Amazon and buy it for. So if you see something on TikTok shops, just look on Amazon. You'll find it actually looks like a cool tool. I've seen a lot of stuff on there that I wouldn't mind having. We talked about this one before, ratcheting driver there. You get all the bits, you get a nice case. It's got the nice wide 2-handle kind of design there. You're looking at $20.66 with, Amazon Prime shipping and Amazon standing behind it, 42-in-1 aluminum alloy ratchet. Yeah, just get it off of Amazon. Then we got the DeWalt. This is the big boy professional XR impact driver with the 8 amp hour battery, and it has the top of the line charger as well. Plus the bag in there, you're looking at a price 16% off the list down to $269. Then we're talking Greenworks. This is the 40 volt outdoor mower, push lawnmower. This is your basic, just basic 16-inch small yard kind of mower. Not everyone needs a 21, 22 riding mower, whatever. Some people just have small yards. Some people maybe they have a decent size yard, but they only mow a small part of it, and maybe they've got a bunch of stuff they have to zigzag around. This is a great mower for that kind of thing. If you got light duty mowing to do, don't spend $300, $400, $500. You got $210 here with the battery and the charger and everything there. All right, now if you do have one of the bigger yards there, here you go, 80 volt, 42 inch. This is your zero turn. It comes with 4 5 amp hour batteries. It comes with the 600 watt plug-in charger there. So it's going to be just like the electric car. You just pull your mower in and charge it. $4,000, but that's 20% off. That's dropping $1,000 off the list price on it. Then we've got Ego, of course, the Cadillac outdoor power equipment. Now this is the nice one, 21 inch, self-propelled, touch drive. Comes with a 4 amp and a 6 amp hour battery plus the 550 watt rapid charger. And that's coming in at $550. It's almost 30% off. That is a solid everyday, decent sized yard mower. I tell you what, Ego makes some fantastic stuff. I've never gotten anything from Ego that I've been disappointed with. Okay. Now let's keep going. Then we got to have the Ego Zero Turn. We've seen this thing. It's been out for a while. It's proven itself. 42-inch deck, zero turn radius, includes 4 of the 56-volt 10 amp hour batteries. All right, so you're getting, 40 amp hours of charge time in that, and it's coming in 27% off to just sub $4,000. All right, the Apier. Now, I've talked about pool bots before. This one's a little different. This isn't going to go down and clean the bottom and all this stuff. This is for people who get like a lot of leaves. Like I had an above ground pool that there was this tree that just all season long would shed leaves into my pool. This would have been great to have because it just goes along and skims all day long, and it's got that solar panel on it there, so you don't have to charge it or do anything. It just does its thing. In fact, it will even it'll clean the pool, and then it will go and park itself in a sunny spot rather than in the shade, so it will charge. This is a really cool thing, and look at the price, 41% off. I realize not everyone's got a pool. You can use it in your hot tub, I guess, and probably not. It'll probably die, but don't turn the heat on. It'll be fine. Now, $320 on that one, all right? Let's JBL. Need some tunes on the go around your shop or wherever you're working. You want to listen to something. Maybe you're listening to some podcasts. Maybe you're listening to the Den of Tools. A lot of people listen to me, just via audio. They don't even look at me. I mean, seriously, who doesn't want to see all this? Anyway, I crack myself up. JBL Go 4 ultra portable, waterproof, and dustproof Bluetooth speaker. It's $40, guys. And JBL makes some good stuff. All right, we got the 6mm nitrile gloves, industrial grade. Honestly, I was having a discussion with somebody, and I'm like, I'm in the 7mm club. I go to Harbor Freight, I get the 7mm gloves, and I think they're about the same price as this, but if you don't want to go into the store and just order them online, the 6 mil is probably pretty good there. Coming in at $12.75. All right, and then we got here the Craftsman VersaStack. We've talked about this before. I'm a huge fan of the VersaStack / DeWalt T-Stack system. I know it's slowly getting phased out, but for the DIYer, the price on it's pretty good. And look at this. You're getting $100. It plugs into the system, or you can use it on its own. 3 ratchets, all the sockets. You even got some wrenches in there. So you got some bit drivers. You got some Allen keys, the whole 9 yards for $100. It's a good all-arounder kind of kit. All right, the DeWalt Stealth Sonic. Yes, I'm a fan bear when it comes to the DeWalt Stealth Sonic. Absolutely love them. If you haven't gotten one, this is me telling you got to do it, brother. You got to do it. Now, if you don't want this one, if you want one that's cheaper, if you don't mind the yellow poly bucket kind of stuff, go to Lowe's and get that one. All right. But if you like the chrome, you like the setup, everything else, it's normally $200. It's on sale for $170, and there's a $10 off coupon on top of it. You cannot go back to a regular wet dry vac once you've used a Stealth Sonic. All right, then we got the under cabinet lighting. I've talked about these before. I use them in gun safes. I use them in cabinets. I use them in boxes, all sorts of closets everywhere. They're great because they're 40-watt LED. They've got motion sensitivity, so the battery lasts forever. They're rechargeable, so once they do die, you don't have to sit there and go and find the AA's and put them in there and waste batteries. You just plug them in. I know a lot of people who have them. They just keep them plugged into a USB, outlet, and then they never die. Anyway, for $18 for a 2-set, you're paying what, $9 each? That's ridiculous. These things are fantastic. I use them I did a video where I used them in my hutch. If you don't want to pay the $100 for the bar that goes all the way across, get 2 or 3 of these packs. Basically, it's the same thing. All right, let's keep going. We got the Jump Starter. We've talked about this one before. This is a budget one. It's not top of the line. 2,000 amp. You're not going to start a 7.5 liter diesel. I don't know why they put that kind of crap in there. It's not going to, but for basic mid-size cars, light trucks, that kind of stuff, just, your general kind of cars and whatnot, it's normally $50. It's on sale for $47.49, and there's a 27 or 20% promo code right now. So you can come down here and you can redeem that promo code, and that's going to knock almost $10 off the price of that. All right, then we keep going. I love this light. I've talked about it before. There's a lot of headlamp systems out there. This thing is absolutely fantastic. It's like having a stadium floodlight on your forehead. And it's comfortable too. It's really well made. It's got a big battery pack. It's rechargeable. And it's tiltable. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, you're like, I could just tilt my head. Yeah, you could do that. But here, look at this. It rotates 90 degrees down. It's got a strobe mode, so you can induce epilepsy in anybody you want. It's got low mode. It's got a high mode. I got to tell you, I've tried all the different lights, and this is my favorite one. And it's on sale right now, 25% off, down to $24. All right, the Saker, again, this is another one of those TikTok tools. You see this all the time. My wife got me these, and I love that lady. And they're cheesy ads, but you know what? The tool's a good tool, but you don't pay the TikTok prices. Just get it for $29.90 here. All right, then let's keep going. You remember I did that whole test on all the different wrench organizers. This is one of the better ones, the DeHoy. It's got magnets in it, kind of keep it in place. They're not super strong, just enough to keep it from jostling around. You're getting 24 pieces. They're coming in at $15, and there's a 10% coupon. That's going to knock another $1.50 off. Get organized in your workbench. Don't just have your wrenches just flopping around. All right, then the microfiber. I had to include this. We've got a sunlight in our house that is just impossible to get to without something like this. And it gets all sorts of cobwebs and stuff over the winter. And I went to clean our other one, and apparently some children have been using it as a lightsaber or something that's broken, so I got to order a new one. And I thought maybe there's other people out there. This is a great way to clean. You don't have to get out the step ladder or any of that kind of stuff. Just zip it up and get up there and get all that gunk out of there. Come on, it's springtime. It's time to get it clean. You're looking at lowest price in 30 days on this. 9-piece set, 30 to 100 inches, reusable, bendable, washable, $18. That's a no-brainer. Then the Works 13-amp electric leaf mulcher. Now, if you're not familiar with this thing, it's not the one with the blades. It's basically a string trimmer in a bucket, which for leaves in general, you're not going to put branches through this thing, okay? But for general lawn kind of stuff, if you want to like double mulch your grass, you got some leaves, other kind of lawn refuse, you just throw it through there. Makes it great for creating your own mulch and whatnot, and getting those nutrients back into the soil rather than taking them to the dump, which is idiotic. Anyway. The next up, we got the Works Nitro Mower. Now, this is a 40 volt, but it's getting it via 2 batteries. So you're getting 2 of the 20 volt batteries, and Works has a good hand tool line, but this 21-inch mower, it'll do up to half an acre. It's a basic push mower. It's not a self-propelled or anything like that. It's a no bells and whistles kind of thing. It's coming in at $350 there for the full kit. Then we got the drill holder. Get your tools off the workbench. Get them up on the wall. I know we've talked about a lot of bigger ones and stuff like that in the past, but maybe you just want something simple, just to get those drills and impacts and stuff off the workbench for $13. Maybe grab a couple of them. All right, then we got, okay, I'm going to include a couple office chairs. I know people say that I'm weird for this, but here's the deal. Office chairs, they make those rollers and stuff for, in the shop and whatnot. But if I'm in my garage, I probably have a desk in the corner. I always have. Would have a desk in the corner where I'd have like a laptop or something set up so I could go and like look up, how do I fix this thing? All right. I admit I don't know everything. I know a lot of people think I do. My kids certainly think I do. But the point is, I usually have something like that sitting around, and I need to have a chair to sit there. So I get a chair like this, and let me pull it up again. I get a chair like this, and the nice thing is those arms, they rotate up and out of the way. So I can be sitting there in the chair and then like, oh, I need to turn around and do some work. I flip the arms up, and now it's like and I can set it to the lowest thing. I could do it as a creeper. I can go along and do my car. I can work on the wheels. Rather than having like a chair and a stool and all this kind of stuff, it's an all-in-one. Now this one is kind of pricey. It's a nicer one. It's comfy, right? You're looking at $300 list, but there's a $60 off coupon, taking this down to $240. And this is a big and tall, up to 600 pounds. That's a big boy there if it can handle all that. Love those wheels. Look at that. Those are wild, huh? Yeah, I need that. Anyway, if you want to save a little bit more money, we've got this one coming in, and it doesn't quite have the same kind of color and doesn't look as cool, but maybe you prefer this over the other one. Again, 600 pounds. It's got the arms that flip up out of the way. You're looking at $229, $230 on this one. All right, then we got the DeWalt drill bit set. Look at this, for $10. Screw that Warrior set. Get yourself the DeWalt here. Split point, plastic, wood, and metal for $10. And remember, I love these trays. I'm kind of addicted to them. They're interlocking, so you can stack them all together. I have a whole bunch of different like drill bits and screwdriver bits, all that kind of stuff. And I'll just grab like 2 or 3 of the ones I want, lock them together, throw it in my bag if I'm going to go do work somewhere. It's really convenient. All right. Then we got the AmpConf RJ45 crimping tool. In fact, I'm about to be doing a data run here for some friends of ours, and I can't find my crimpers. So it's been a while since I've used them, so I was just looking around, and here we go, RJ45 crimping tool. AP6P, you can do RJ11 and RJ12 with this. You can do Cat 5, Cat 6. And it comes with a bunch of connectors, 100 pack of connectors. You got to like that. And you got the wire cutter, wire stripper as well. Then we got the Bosch here, the Bulldog. This is the originator, if you would. They're the guys who created this genre, if you will. Just an absolute go-to piece of equipment. This is a buy it for life. The Bosch hammer here, the Bulldog, coming in at 18% off, down to $179. Then we've got the laser measurer, if you would, from Milsey. They sent this, or a version like this to me years ago. I think I still have it. It's probably still around here. What is this one? Nope, that's it. Oh, it's around here somewhere. Anyway, it's coming in at 39% off, down to $30.59. And there's a 17% off coupon, guys. This is just great for getting general estimates about the size of a room and trying to figure out like how much paint I'm going to need, how much carpet I'm going to need, how much I'm going to need for this job or that job. Just a great device. All right. Then we got the mini chainsaw from Saker. Of course, Saker makes some fantastic tools, at least for the generic from Amazon kind of genre. They make some really good stuff. Anyway, you're looking at, was it normally $80? It's on sale right now for $60. Everyone I've ever talked to who got a mini chainsaw, just absolutely in love with it. You're getting 2 batteries, the charger, you even get the work gloves and all that kind of stuff, and the case, everything there for 60 bucks. Now, I will say this, don't pull the trigger on it just yet because I got one more mini chainsaw coming up here in a little bit. The DeWalt Professional Heavy Duty Garden Hose, 50 feet, 5/8 inch. You got to say, I mean, honestly, I didn't know that DeWalt made garden hoses. I'm sure they're not actually making it. I'm sure DeWalt has this thing where they will OEM stuff. Shut up, phone. They'll do this thing where they OEM their name or they'll lease out their name. Like there are DeWalt socks. I guarantee Stanley Black & Decker's not making socks, okay? But it looks like a pretty good hose, I'll be honest. And at $47.58, even on sale, it better be a damn good hose. All right, then we got the fan, the DeWalt Industrial Fan, 18-inch drum fan, 3-speed, heavy duty, with air tilt mode, the whole nine, adjustable tilt, sorry, and air circulator. It's coming in normally $115. It's the lowest price in 30 days at $100. But wait a day, maybe two. I've got a video about some pedestal fans that's coming out. One's by Drea, one's by Lasco. Just going to put that out there to consider those before you pull the trigger on this one. If you want a pedal, I guess if you're looking for a shop fan, you sit on the floor, this is the way to go. If you're looking for a pedestal fan, I can't talk today. I'm headed to Vegas tomorrow morning. The whole family, the dogs, everyone, we're headed down. We're going to be down there for a week. Duncan's graduating from high school, and we're going to snag the RV and bring it back for the summer. We're going to have some fun with that. Anyway, that said, hold off on the pedestal fans, but if you want just a floor fan, this is the way to go. All right, then we got the DeWalt Hammer Drill, 1/2 inch, 7.8. This is a buy it for life tool. Every shop should have a drill like this. Now, if you don't have the budget to drop $102 on a $103 on a quarter drill, I totally get it. But if you do, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know a single old crotchety dude with a shop that doesn't have a drill like this. They either have the DeWalt or they got the Makita. I personally have the old school Skill. I think it's the Skill Pro is what I have. Everyone I know, you got to have one of these. It's a law, I think, in your state. You'll have to check the books. Anyway, $103. You definitely want to grab one. All right, then we got the Skill router table with 10 amp. This is, you know what this is. This is the router table with the router. Skill has really made a name for themselves. When Porter Cable dropped out of the race, it kind of left a vacancy. And you know what? They just really stepped up and filled it there. And this is a great little benchtop solution here for $159. That's 20% off. Then we got the Skill pole saw. It's not, okay, I'm going to say, yeah, it's not my favorite pole saw, but it's a pretty good pole saw. And at this price, $149 for a 40-volt pole saw, that's actually a pretty good deal there, folks. 25% off. It'll reach over 9 feet. It's got the angled head on it. I love pole saws. There's so many uses for them. Then we got the Skill 40-volt. This is the 14-inch lightweight chainsaw. Now, this isn't like you're not going to be felling trees in the back 40 with a 14-inch. This is general around the house, small trees, that kind of stuff. And at $149, you cut up some firewood, that kind of stuff. It's a pretty good saw. Then we got the hedge trimmer here. If you're going to be in the 40-volt line, why not? Here we got 3/4 cut capacity here, 2.5 amp hour battery with charger there, all coming in full kit there for $129. All right, then here's the mini chainsaw. Now this is in the 20-volt, not the 40-volt, but it's the full kit battery charger, 6-inch mini chainsaw. One of the best designed mini chainsaws I think I've seen. Really like it. They're coming in at just under $100. Then we got the Skill. This is buy it for life. You need to buy this saw. This saw. This is the one right there. This is it. I will admit, I'm a Skill saw fanboy. All right. It was, when I was starting the trades, I had 2 trades. The first one was a carpenter, and then I was a low voltage electrician. And then I worked my way into data and the whole 9 yards. This is a long story. But absolutely fell in love with Skill saw from the beginning, and I still am. And you need a good, solid, everyone should have a non-cordless, aka corded, 7 1/4 inch circ saw. And this is it right here, okay? This is the one right here. This is buy it all day long, normally $110. It's on sale right now for $79. It is a buy it for life tool. It goes on sale like this 3 or 4 times a year for like a few weeks each time. Don't know how long it's on sale right now, but definitely pull the trigger on this one. All right, next up, we've got the Craftsman battery charger and maintainer, fully automatic battery tester. It's a 4-in-1, 12 amp, 6 volt, 12 volt car SUV, even does marine batteries. And at 29% off, taking it down to $46.58. That's a pretty good deal on that one. All right, then we got the Craftsman nailer. This sucker is huge, but if you're in the Craftsman line, now this is tool only. In fact, it's bare tool. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's a 18 gauge cordless bare tool coming in at $100. All right, then we got the Craftsman, not Craftsman batteries from 10 Hut, 2-pack, 20 volt, 6 amp hour, probably coming in closer to just sub 5 if you're being honest at. But for $48, considering the price of Craftsman batteries, I'd be willing to give these a try at $48. All right, then we got the OBD2 scanners here for you. I got a couple here. This is the Blue Driver. This is the one that everyone talks about. If you just need basic, and actually this is a little bit better than basic. It's not bi-directional, but it does a lot. 7,000 issues on vehicles, 1996 and newer. Just for those of you who don't know, that's OBD2. OBD1 was before that. OBD2 started in 1996. So that's the standard these days. But that said, this has got a cult following. People absolutely love this thing. And for normally $120, it's on sale for $90, and there's a $5 off coupon. If you just want to know what's going on with your car, this is a great way to go. Now, if you really want to know what's going on in your car and you want to be serious about it, we're going to talk about Autel and we're going to talk about bidirectional. Bidirectional is the way to go if you want real diagnostics. All right, if you just want to understand what the symptoms are, then get the Blue Driver. If you want to have a back and forth conversation with your vehicle and do real diagnostics, this is it. This is the 2025 model. It's running on Android 11. It 28 service tests, active tests. It'll do all that kind of stuff, injector coding, FC authorization, all of that. And it's a professional grade tool. $383. That's a fair, decent, good sale price on. Autel is a competitor in this market. Like we're talking tool truck alternative. Like you know how Tecton and Capri and Icon and Gear Wrench, they're all tool truck alternative in the hand tools. Autel is doing that and has been doing that for decades at this point. I've had a chance to talk to them a couple times at SEMA. They're smart folks. They make a great product. Definitely recommend it there. Now, if you've got a GM vehicle and you want bidirectional and you want to do it on a budget, you got the Launch here. Now, this is GM only, all right? Buick, Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, all that kind of stuff. I think it'll even do Saturn if anybody still has a Saturn. Anyway, $151. It's 20% off. Free lifetime updates on this. That's, again, if you're a Chevy guy or a GM person, this is the way to go. All right, let's talk some hand tools here. We got the Knipex 2-piece Cobra pliers here coming in at $63. All right, you got the big ones here. They're coming in at 250 millimeter, the smaller at 180. You got the nice semi-comfort grips there. Again, nobody makes, I put my money on it, nobody makes pliers as good as Knipex. There's some people who may make one that's like in the same category, like the Matco Eagle Grip. Of course, they don't make that anymore now, do they? But that said, when it comes to pliers, especially this style, I love me some channel lock. I want to support Made in the USA, but you got to support the Germans too, right? Now, the part that's deceptive on this, though, is it's not showing it as a sale price. Trust me, brother, that is the sale price. This thing normally sells for like $73, I think. And this is, I think the lowest I've seen it go in the last year was just over $60. So this is like $1, maybe $1.50 more than the lowest price. Definitely a buy it now price. All right, then we got the Weehaw. I think I talked about this last week as well, but it's such a good deal. 7-piece insulated screwdriver set, $35.90, $36, call it what it is. Lowest price of 30 days. Weehaw is the best-selling insulated professional grade screwdriver set in North America. And this is basically a homeowner DIY prices. Definitely grab those. All right, then we got the Van pliers. If you need to get some stubborn screws and bolts out, this thing's got the teeth of an alligator and then some. It's going to get a hold of it and get it out. You're looking 2-piece set here, 8-inch and 6.25, coming in at $60. These are made in Japan. Some people say, get the engineer set. You can get the engineer set, and sometimes you can get it for a few bucks cheaper, but you're going to get no warranty. All right. The engineer set is their brand in Japan. Other people are importing them. This is actually shipped by Amazon, sold by Van Pliers, full warranty with it. Okay. Next up, we've got the Arrow 8-inch high leverage lineman plier here, coming in 20% off, down to $12. We got the Made in the USA Klein scissors. This is at 30 bucks, folks. Lowest price in 30 days, 14% off, Made in the USA scissors. This is buy 2 or 3 sets. Who knows how long they're still going to be made in the USA. Grab them now. Get one for the wife, get one for you, get one for the cousin or something. Heck, pick them up now. Give them away as Christmas presents. At that price, that's a buy the whole box kind of set. All right, then we got the Crescent 8-inch Pro Series diagonal compound action metal cutting pliers. These are decent cutting pliers, but then you engage that compound on there, and they'll get some high leverage action going. Coming in 14% off, down to $13.61. Then these, I don't know what these are. I'll be honest. I stumbled across them, and I don't know if they're honestly good. Let's take a look at the listing here. No fish hook. That looks like that's a respectable curve. There's always going to be people who hate something, or they got a bad tool, or they got or Amazon screwed up the shipping and they're not supposed to leave a review for the shipping, and they do anyway. But the fact is, look at these things. That looks like a medieval torture device. All right. But I mean, maybe it's good as a do-it-all, and it folds. So all that stuff's not going to stab you in the pocket while you're carrying those around. I don't know. If you've used something like this, let me know. Is it worth it? You got the sheath cutters, you got the wire strippers, you even got the little hexes on the side. It's kind of one of those all-in-one tools. It's normally $9. It's on sale for $8.90, and there's a $1 off coupon, taking it down to $7.90. I don't know. I'd almost be willing to give it a try just to see how bad it is or how good it is. Who knows? Maybe it's one of those tools that you find and you're like, where has this been all my life? All right, then we got the car spark plug wire remover. This is one of those ones that I don't think about very often. If you really want to get wires taken off the right way and not damage them, you should be using a tool like this. I know a lot of you are like, well, screw it. I get it, but this is the right tool, and at 10 bucks. Come on, guys, at 10 bucks, get the right tool for the right job. All right, then we got the Estwing GAD pry bar. Now, this is for geologists and stuff like that. But I'm just looking at it. First of all, I love me some Estwing. I'm a admitted fan bear. It's made in the USA. I've got to be able to find some uses for this thing. It's 18-inch. It's an 18-inch pry bar, if nothing else. With that tip on there, maybe use it for some self-defense. I don't know. Go do some ice climbing. Go find a fossil in the backyard. For $31.90, I know I'm almost such a Estwing fanboy. Boy, I might actually just buy it just to have it. But this one's a valid one, and it's 50 or 87% claim, so you got to move on it quick. You've all bought welding kits, right? And they come with that cheap-ass welding hammer that's just worthless. This is the welding hammer that your girlfriend told you not to worry about, all right? This is him. 13-ounce slag removal hammer with the steel tip, shock reduction grip, made by Estwing, made in the USA with extra tips. $56. Brother, this is the one to get. All right, let's head over to Lowe's. Lowe's has got my favorite, or one of my favorite multi-tools, the DeWalt XR. This is the full kit. You're getting the XR, you're getting the battery, you're getting the charger and the bag with a couple bits with it, and you're coming in here at $99, all right? Then we're over at Menards, because you save big money. Anyway, do not ask me who Horizon Clearwater River Transportation is. But they've got there's on the back, there's like canoes and stuff like that. On the front, I don't know. But brother, it's a $4 long sleeve, self-wicking shirt. That seems like a pretty good deal there. Then we got the Performax Assorted Grit Drywall Sanding Sponges. Oh, drywall. Anyway, I hate drywall. $2 there. You have fun with that. All right, then we got the Catchy Automatic Insect Trap. If you get bugs and stuff in your shop, especially mosquitoes, just set one of these in the corner and get rid of them. or actually better yet, put it next to the door where they fly in. And $10, maybe put a couple of them around so you're not ending up with, the Nile virus or whatever. Then we got the Crane 3-speed HEPA filter. Sent in by a viewer. I don't know anything about this, but $8 might be worth giving it a try. Then over at Aldi. Now, again, sent in by a viewer. I don't have Aldi's near me. And you're looking at, and there's no price. You can't add it to cart. I'm not going to put a link to it because you can't order it. But if you got one near you, I would go, because I like these. I love canvas bags. But look at this. We got the round oven bag, the clear top bag so you can actually see what's in it. This is just a basic, they call it a compressor bag. That's just a basic tool bag. That looks like a great bag. The canvas storage bag, pillow bag, and the storage bag recovery bag. I don't know what that means. And then we've got the big camping bag. All right, now we got some bonus items for you. The Levoit cordless stick vac. Brother, this is a great vacuum. Levoit makes some solid stuff. Normally $200, 25% off, taking it down to $150. This is just a great stick vac right there. Then we got a couple of the power solutions. The Anker Solex. This is your 1,000 watt, 1,800 watt output, but it's 1,000 watt hours of storage, 1,056. LifePo 4 batteries. It's actually got the light on it that's not obnoxious. It's got the 12 volt cigarette lighter style plug. You got 2 USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, and you've got 6 120s. This is just a good, solid camping general use power station here, and it's on sale right now for almost 50% off, 44% off, down to $448. Now, this is, if you call this like the general contractor worker kind of power station, here's the boss's power station. This is the DJI, and yes, I'm a DJI fanboy, and yes, I've been sponsored by DJI, but I've also been sponsored by Anker. At this point, there's not a power station out there that's a recognizable brand that has not sent us or paid for us to do stuff. So I'm corrupt by all of them for the people. I'm a shill for everybody. No, we're always honest about this stuff, but I do love the DJI. I kind of fanboy over the DJI stuff. It's just the fit and finish on it's so good. And I love all their cameras and everything else. I'm looking around because I usually have a DJI. I packed it up for the trip. Anyway, point is that this thing is, it's only got 2 120s, but it's got direct, this door right here is direct DC right to the battery, bypassing everything. So you can wire this. They have a module you can get that lets it plug in, and then you can plug it into anything. So you can power anything DC with this at direct high voltage currents. And then they got the SDC connections over here. This is an incredibly well made, this isn't a Cadillac. This is like the Lexus of power stations. 4 USBs, 2 USB-As, 2 USB-Cs, 4 USB. There we go, 2 and 2. Anyway, as I said, and I hope they're not listening. There's a 2,000 watt one coming out soon. Don't tell anybody I didn't say that. All right? They're going to murder me now. Hope you're all happy. Anyway, if you like what we do, go ahead and chomp the old like button, smash that subscribe, ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.